Hello everyone! So the last few days I've been testing out a new AFK method with the help of the man who created the AFK RDO method. That's right, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Draco. We've got a method to AFK Soul Wars for anyone wanting to get some nice and easy Zeal for combat experience, items like the Soul Wars cape, or to open crates for money and a chance at the pet, the little creator. Now, a couple of things to note about the method. 1. This method relies on games of Soul Wars not on the main worlds and instead in randomly botted worlds due to the fact that Soul Wars is heavily botted. Now, of course, we at the HiImSido YouTube channel do not advocate breaking the rules and botting, but we might as well use this to our advantage until they are purged. Number 2, the game is monopolized right now by a few friend chats. The most dominant one is Zeal games, which you'll want to join to scout for the worlds with said bots easier, and to not get PK'd by actual players, as players in the friends chat have a rule to not kill each other. Now, the base requirements to play a game of Soul Wars is 500 total level and a combat level of 40. The other requirements for the method are pretty low, only requiring 43 prayer, but higher prayer means more AFK time, and better stats means you'll have access to better equipment, which we'll talk about later on. The gear setup we found works best is a setup that maximizes prayer and accuracy, as for those of you who don't know, when an avatar spawns, it'll target the player with the highest gear accuracy, and range is the best way to accomplish that. I use the Bofa due to its high accuracy and infinite ammo supply if you corrupt it, but you can change this out with pretty much anything. You'll only want to have high accuracy if you want to make it ultra AFK, since the boss will target you and auto retaliate will do its thing. With the requirements out of the way, let's break down the two methods. Method A, full AFK. At the start of the game, grab some bandages and potions. The bandages are used mainly to restore your run as you run across the map. Run straight to the boss, pray melee, and turn on auto retaliate. Assuming you have the highest accuracy, when the boss respawns, it'll always target you, meaning you'll only have to watch your prayer. Otherwise, when it dies, just click the boss again. On loss, you can get up to 26 points, where on wins, you'll expect to get 39 points based on the length of the game. Now, method B is the semi-AFK method. Just like the other method, you're going to start off by grabbing some bandages and potions, but you're going to run toward the north middle or south middle part of the map. Here, you're going to kill the ghosts until you've acquired 24 soul fragments. Then, you're going to run to the middle and check to see if the obelisk is captured by your team, indicated by the color of the square. If it's under your team's control, then you're going to dump the fragments. Otherwise, sit in the middle until it's been captured. This is since if you dump fragments while it's not under your team's control, you're going to get half the points you would if it was captured. Also, if the avatar is somehow dead or 0% strength when you're trying to dump, you will need to wait until the boss has respawned. Now, this next step is completely optional, but if you want some extra points, you can kill one of the bots, and I would recommend bringing a Void Waker or just any good spec weapon to just nuke them. Like I said though, you can just skip this step. And then the last step is just running straight to the boss and then AFKing for the rest of the game. So doing this step by step will net you the maximum Zeal possible depending on the length of the game. So up to 40 points on losses and 60 points on wins. With the games typically lasting somewhere around 10 minutes and a wait time of 4 minutes, you can probably expect about 4 games an hour. So the full AFK will net you around 120 points an hour, whereas the semi-AFK method will net you around 200 points an hour. If there are a lot of people in a world though, games will end faster and start so much sooner. So it may seem like you're getting less points per game, but you'll be getting so much more points an hour than the above estimates. Now, one final note to make, there are things to watch out for no matter which method you do. Whether in a friends chat or not, there will always be PKers from time to time trying to ruin your fun, so be aware of that. If you die, you'll need to run back or just be ready to fight back. There's also a participation meter, which drains every so often. There may be times when the avatar's defense is not reduced, meaning you'll be hitting zeros, which depending if you're using a weapon with a 4-tick attack speed or slower, it won't be enough to match the drain rate. If you notice your participation is getting low, spam drink your potion to get it back up. Otherwise, you'll be kicked out and put on a 10-minute penalty. But that's basically the rundown for the method for anyone looking for a laid-back alternative to farm Zeal for the rewards that Soul Wars offers. Now go out there and get yourself a little creator.